Okie dokie. So I figured, since we did the two, finished the first one and then repaired the second one, I figured, hey, why not go live in a couple hours and let's attempt the third one. So just gonna wait here, see if somebody comes in here. We'll just give it a few here. I don't exactly know what's wrong with this particular one yet. It says works great, but something about gear grindage, something like that, some Polyshore slang. um, so what we're gonna do, I think, here is let's go over. Uh, oh, hey, how are you? Glad you made it in the stream. Um, yeah, so what we should do here is, like I said, I guess the issue with this one is working great but has gear grindage. Well, that I have a hard time believing because, well, not that I have a hard time believing that, but I'm almost positive it was doing that for sure. But before I hooked it up, or before I get it hooked up, I can tell that when I move this around, oh, there's something majorly floating around in there. Not exactly sure what it is yet, but let's get this together. And we'll just go power and left audio for now, so I don't we don't have tons and tons and tons to tear down when we do. So let's get that together. We got controller, we got everything good here. Let's see. Let's power it up and see what happens. Well, it does boot. That's a, oh, there's your grind. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a really, really good sign. Yeah, okay, that's a good sign. Let's make sure we have full audio here just for a second. Yes, we do. Okay. Let's get into the menu. Let's see what happens when we open the tray. Tray seems fine. Actually, tray seems great. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. Well, you probably didn't, but yeah, actually the tray is great. You hear that? That's probably what he's talking about right there. That I can almost guarantee is the limit switch for the laser. So, we might as well stop right there. Leave the tray open. Switch this off. And let's get right into it. We're going to have to tear it down anyways to hear exactly what the hell that is. So we'll just remove pretty much everything here, so we have a clear spot on the bench, only because I have so much shit going on all the time on the bench. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll move the Genesis off to the side here. And what we'll do is we'll start the tear down here. Like I said, it says works great, but gear buzz checks, maybe check stoppers. It's all right. Thanks for everybody that's joining, by the way. Yeah, it opens good, but it sounds really rough when closing back up. So normally to me, when that closed back up all the way, I could hear the laser assembly go back up, which is good. That's a good sign. The grinding of the gear, I believe, is going to be the limit switch on the laser itself. So either we've got a busted gear on there, or the limit switch is that dirty. Now I can show you. Oh yeah, you can hear that in there. I want to know what that is rattling around in there. That's not good. But we'll see here. Yep, somebody's definitely been in here before, because we would have heard that virgin snap on there, and we didn't. Just for the people who are tuning in again from the first live video today, both those machines that we got up and running, both are all put back together. The only thing that's missing on the one is that plastic stopper gear, or that plastic stopping T on the tray, which I am sure we can find one of those no problem, so I'm not worried about that. I might want to start thinking about making a mold for those, and then I can make my own. Okay, so we're almost done here. Yeah, somebody's been in this before. Those screws were definitely loose. So let's see what we got going on here. I know that's probably not the greatest view for you guys, so let me just turn it around just a little bit. Whoops. Just turn it around just a little bit for you guys. And we can see exactly what the heck is happening here. Well, I don't see anything scary right off the bat. All this is still down. All this is still down. That laser ribbon has definitely been moved. I don't know if you can see that, but that shouldn't be that way. That's actually here. Let me see. It seems like it's still attached, but I don't know how it got all the way out here. Huh. Okay, so we might as well get rid of the shielding here, especially on this side here. Let's get rid of the shielding. This could be an easy repair. I mean, I would love that, especially after the first one there. Get rid of the lock for now. Get rid of this, get rid of that. This will at least allow us to see what's going on the top here. Wouldn't you know, we got broken teeth again. Well, yeah, we got broken teeth on the laser gear, so am I going to have to make more? Oh, am I going to have to make more teeth like I did the other one? Let me get you in here and show you. Yep, those are broken. Can I focus on that? I don't know if I can, but I'm sure you can see that those are definitely broken off. There we are, right there. Yeah, that is definitely broken off right there. Oh shit, there's another set right there that's broken off. Yep. And you know, as soon as it gets to that spot, oh, that one might get away with it, but I don't know if that one's going to get away with it or not. It doesn't seem bad, but that's definitely not good. But yeah, as you've seen in my other videos, I can repair those. I don't like to, but I can. They're not fun, that's for sure. As for this, let's get the 4 screws out of the drive, and we'll lift this up and see what else I see. Yeah, this has definitely been taken out as well. That is way, 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 way too loose. It's all right. It's all right. I swear, rebuilding these drives is starting to be a specialty of mine. But I can definitely make that. Definitely make those gears. I think it might get to the point where, though, if this keeps happening, you know, I think it would be better off just to buy them. Like I said, they're only $7 or $8 American, which is not bad. It's probably less expensive than me having to take time and rebuild all these. I don't see what was rattling around in there. These gears here, they look all right. They don't look too bad. Come on. You should take that off first, but no big deal. Yeah, that might have been like that from the factory, because that is still... Oh, something ain't right there. There's no way it should be that loose. That should not be that loose. I wonder if somebody forgot to... Somebody got this. Yep. Okay, so that's broken right off the bat. So let me undo this ribbon cable here, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because that is way too loose. Now, what the fuck was rattling around in here? Oh, well, first of all, they're missing the EFI bead. That's gone. And what I mean by that is, I don't know if I have one on hand here, but there's a ferrite bead that goes on these ribbon cables here. That's missing. Is that what's floating around in here? Yeah, where is that? I can hear that. Where in the fuck is that? Tell me that's not on top of the board. Right here. Because I don't see it in here anywhere. But yet, I can hear it. Listen to that. Oh, okay, hold on. I see part of it. Right here, smashed to bits. So there's part of it. Where's the other part of it? Oh, there's more of it. Oh, that's plastic, actually. Is that what was rattling around in it? That ferrite bead? I might have one on hand to fix that, but I'm just not sure. Yeah, and whoever was in here, really, I don't know why they would do that. Why would they pinch that up like that? They completely... Yeah, that's definitely not right. We'll fix that as well. So now on to the drive here. Let me just put this up here. And as you can see, what I'm talking about is this part right here. Right here has been broken. Right here, right in this area. You can see how loose that is. That should not be broken. Is this side broken as well? It's this right here. I know it might be hard to see, but right in here is what's snapped. I can see that plastic moving. So let me get a screwdriver. Whoa. What else we got going on here? Let's make sure somebody, whoever's been in here, has put all that back. Let me just double and triple check here. Yeah, okay, that looks all right. That looks all right. Oh, I probably want a smaller screwdriver for that. This one right here. So this is going to have to be repaired right off the bat. As soon as that doesn't sit right, the whole tray doesn't sit right. The whole assembly, sorry. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Well, please don't be broken on both sides. So right here. Where are my tweezers? You'll see this whole spot right here. That's broken. Yeah, that right there is broken right off, and this will never sit flush if that's broken and wobbly. It causes way too much tolerance in the assembly. So that's going to have to be first. We're definitely going to have to fix that first. So we're going to have to get it squared up, lined up, and we're going to have to break out the super glue on this one. This is going to be a little tough, but it's all about getting it to sit in the original spot, because if you don't, it will not sit properly. Okay, so this side, the other side looks okay. This is the side here, and hopefully that was a clean break right here. Hopefully that was a clean break right here. I mean, even if you have this one screwed in, you can see just how wobbly that is. I'm just glad that piece is actually still here. That way I can fix it. So let me get this off. I may need to tear down the whole drive to get it to sit right, but we'll see. Got no other broken plastic, right? I can't believe all the drives I've dealt with have had broken plastic and broken gears and stuff. Yep, I do believe that I will be able to get that to sit properly. I'm just trying to eye it up with the original piece here. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. It should work anyways. Let's take a look at all this down here. Make sure all this in here is okay, especially if they're dealing with what we've dealt with. Those are free. That's free. Nothing broken there. Nothing broken there. Nothing broken there. So that is going to be on the outside. Yeah, that might sit. It looks like it was a clean break. I don't know when that happened, but it does look like it was a clean break. So I should be able to get that back on. No problem. I might not be able to do it right in front of you because I need both my hands here to get in here and get in here really, really tight. Like I said, there is zero tolerance on this part. Zero. I made that mistake before. There is zero tolerance back here. So let's go ahead and let's remove. Yeah, that is definitely not going to sit well there. That's going to be a pain in the ass to get back together, but it'll be all right. The springs are the worst when you lose them. Oh my God. If they go flying everywhere, you're in trouble. And they do like to fly, let me tell you. So we'll get that out here. Come on. I almost feel like he sent me these ones as a test. Like, let's just see how good he actually is. Come on. Get off of there. Wow, that almost seems like that's never been taken off. I don't think it has, actually. Come on. Just move that off to the side, and this should give me tons of room to get that back right. I mean, it might not. It might not. So you can see how that's pretty much a clean break right there. Let's get a little bit of super glue, and we'll do some tests before we actually go ahead and commit to it. I just want to make sure that, yes. Oh, fuck, is that starting to break too? I hope not. I just want to make sure that I'm able, that once I have glue on it, that I'm able to line it all up, which is right about there. Now, am I off anywhere? Doesn't look like it. It does look like it's pretty much dead on. Now, is it broken on the inside or the outside of this plastic? Looks like it's broken on the inside. So I have more. Yeah, I have more on the underneath than I do the top. It looks like it ripped off the top of. It ripped off the top of this here. So let's get a little bit of glue here. And we'll get this back into place. And while we have this out, right? We will go through this and check to make sure that it's not just we'll make sure that it's just these here and not anything else here. Sorry, I was just looking really, really close at that. And that limit switch as well. We're going to have to take care of that limit switch to see if that's been buggered at all. Yeah, that skips. That is definitely skipping that. Fuck, that's definitely going to have to be fixed. Yeah, that is skipping. It's not so much skip. Oh, there it is. Oh, don't tell me these ones are broken too. Don't tell me that. We'll get into that in a second. Because that is going to be way too much of a repair for a live stream. Way, way, way too much. Yeah, 2 live streams in one day. I don't know if you caught the beginning of this, but this has got some troubles too. This has definitely got some troubles too. Something to prop that up. Just so I can see more of what I'm doing. I know you guys are not going to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. Right? But I'm just trying to get this lined up as good as possible here. So I think what I'll do is I'll start the glue on this side instead of this, the piece, and then work my way in there. I should. This might blind you guys, and I'm sorry about that, but I do need as much light as possible here. A little bit there. A little bit there. Let's see if we can't get this lined up absolutely perfect. Oh, fuck yes. Yep. I think I got that fucking bang on. I don't see any gap. Like, I don't see any gap in between the plastic and stuff. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not. But there's no gap in between here and that piece I put on. That looks pretty much flush. Like, really flush. That reflectiveness you're seeing is just glue, which is all right. Yeah, it feels flush at the top. I can't feel where the break is. So we're going to have to let that dry for a second anyways. And while that's drying, what we'll do is we'll move that out of the way. Yeah, I think I pretty much got that nailed. Because like I said, there is not a lot of, just no tolerance there. Okay, so we'll move this off to the side just for now. And let's take a look at the drive itself. Let's get rid of this white gear. Oh, somebody already popped that off? Well, maybe not. Yep. That is definitely broken teeth. I know you can't see, but yep. Now it looks to me like we're missing two here and maybe one here. I'll have to line it up with another gear. This one here, for example. I'll have to line it up with this and see exactly how many we're missing here. If you give me 2 seconds, I'm just going to bring this in close to me. Really close to me. Yeah, it looks like we're missing one tooth here. Yep, one there and one there. So we're only missing one. So I will do that off live stream because that, you guys don't want to watch that. That is tedious and annoying. I mean, I got to perfectly line up a good gear with the bad gear, and yeah, it's not fun. It constantly slips. Yeah, that's not fun. But okay, so we're missing one tooth and one tooth. So we'll just put the bad one away for now, and we'll work with the good one so that we can get the drive at least up and running, and we know what our next step is going to be when it comes to that. Now, what else is going on in here? Do I see any of those teeth anywhere else? What is that? Okay, so that just looks like lube. And honestly, I can't believe that's still that still seems fresh on there. Actually seems really, really, really fresh here still. I'm just looking to see if I see any remnants of those fucking teeth. Because that's the last thing you need is those little bits of plastic hiding on you somewhere. And they get caught up in another gear. And then you're screwed. See, that's what I mean. What is going on here? Is that lube or is that teeth? Okay, well, that's a tooth. That is absolutely plastic. So that, again, is going to be scary because if that's that big of a tooth, that didn't come from the top. That definitely did not come from the top. And it didn't. It came from the bottom set of gears. That's not cool. That can't be repaired. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that or not, but there is definitely a tooth sheared right off. I may be able to put that back on if I didn't fling it somewhere. Did that go anywhere? No wonder it was grinding. It was grinding against its own tooth that was broken off. So it might not even been the limit switch. It might have been that grinding against that. I don't see where that tooth went. Did it go flying? I mean, that's not cool. I could have tried to at least put that back together. But apparently that was not. It was not fate. Fate was not for it there. Yep, I think that went flying somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to do about that because that is unrepairable. That whole fucking thing is sheared right off. Well, crap. That's not good. It was on my finger, but I don't know where it went. And I do see other pieces here too. Yeah, I think this gear is literally disintegrating actually. That's okay. That's okay for now. For now we can use the good one and just at least get it up and running and know that the gear is the only issue, which is okay. That is okay. Oh yeah, I think there's fucking pieces of it flying everywhere. Not a problem. Not a problem. If that's the only issue, then that's okay. These are actually obtainable. You know what I mean? Okay, so we can put that aside. Oh, actually, let's just take a good look at this full gear here. Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. Let's just make sure there's nothing up in here. Nope, they all seem like they're there. The bottom ones, they all seem like they're there. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's get this back. I don't know if that's quite dry yet, but we'll check it. Yeah, this one's not going to be as exciting as the last live stream, but that's only because this is the tedious part. This is the stuff I don't show you when I do my full videos, right? I cut in and out. I tell you what I'm going to do, then I do it, then I bring the video back. And this is why, because this stuff can get extremely, extremely tedious like this. And I think that's what a lot of other channels don't show is this kind of stuff, and I don't blame them. Oh no, she's still wet. Yeah, she's still wet in there. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. But that is nice and straight. It is flush. Just a little too much glue. But we'll get that dry here in a second. What do you think the chances are that all this is fine? Let's slowly pull this out. What are we stuck on here? That seems all right. And it was ejecting good, and it was going back in good, so that's all right. And this is probably why it was, well, probably a couple reasons why it was grinding. It was, as it was going to lift up, it was pushing out this way towards the back, and the other one was the gears on the, or the teeth on the gear here. Yeah, that's going to suck, because that's unfixable. Now, shit. So we're just going to wait for this to dry. I'll be right back. If you give me 2 seconds, I will be right back, and then we'll get all this put all back together. And like I said, I'll use the working gear and make sure that this is actually up and running. And we do need to find another ferrite bead for the other part of the drive. I'm sure I have a spare somewhere that I can find. What else can I find? I know I don't have another spare gear. That sucks. I mean, I probably would have used it already on the other one that I repaired the gears on, but I should probably just bite the bullet and buy a bunch of these. Like, buy like 10 at a time. The only other thing that I see that really goes bad is, like, besides the plastic back here, I see these break a lot. In the first one I did, when I had to put all this back together, all down in here, that's the first time I've ever seen something so bad. So that doesn't normally happen. The worm gear, that doesn't normally go bad, but you can buy them, so that's not too bad. The belts, they can be bought. I don't really see any of the other white gear down in here for sale, and I don't see the pulley for sale either. It could be, maybe I just haven't looked hard enough or seen where they were. Yep, so give me 2 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, let's hope that dried now. Let me take a good look at it here. Let me make sure that that is absolutely completely dry. Yeah, it's still not dry yet. It's getting there though. I don't think it'll go anywhere, but I don't like to chance that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty square. It's lined up. It's lined up really well, actually. Like, really well. I do see one of the pegs here. The top of the pegs here is missing that. Hopefully the rest of that isn't busted off. No, it's not. Okay, that's all right. This seems okay. That seems okay. Oh yeah, that's going to sit just perfect. I'm okay with that. And when you put this back together, you do got to be mindful of these springs to make sure that when you're pressing that back down inside it, that they do not go flying, because they will. We can test real quick. Let's check that. Let's check that switch. Let's make sure that that switch is okay. Now that switch is right here, so we'll put our meter in continuity mode. Try to do this. Try to do this for you here. Like, I don't know how bad it is. I mean, if it's bad, I might as well catch it right now before. It is hitting it, but I wonder if it's dirty. I'm not really getting the best grip on it, but well, it seems like it. It seems like it's all right. It does. It seems like it's all right. I don't see any real corrosion on it. You'd be surprised how much can actually be found on it, the corrosion. Yeah, that seems all right. Watch, I'll get it back together, and it will be an issue. For sure. It probably will be an issue. It's good, still enjoying to watch. Well, thanks. This is, like I said, this is just the tedious part. This is why I don't show this stuff in my actual long-form videos, because this can be really, really, really tedious. Yeah, it does. It looks like it's hitting it all right. Yeah, it looks all right. It looks all right. But who knows? Watch me have to take this all apart again. It happens. It happens. Well, I'm sure you know. I'm sure you know. How many times have you taken apart your Model 1 trying to get it back up and running, right? And every time you turn around, you want to try something new, you got to take the whole thing apart. Especially when it comes to the drive. It's just every little thing. Okay, that seems all right now. Yeah, that seems all right now. Okay. I'm happy with that. I have had them break off too. After I put them back together, I have had them break off. That fucking happens. So again, you got to make sure that these springs don't go flying anywhere when we put this back together. So I like to do it upside down, just so I know that I have it in the right spot. Make sure that I have it the right way as well. Oriented the right way. Was that like that? Was that all through the springs like that? Because that's pretty in there. Can you see that? That cable is all over. That fucking wasn't like that, was it? There's no way it was like that. Maybe it wasn't. I just didn't notice. Let me work this out without making that spring go anywhere. Yeah, because that is definitely not supposed to be like that. This might take me a second. I mean, I could pop that spring out and put that one back, but I don't really want to. Oh man, is that ever in there? Yeah, that must have been. There's no way that just happened from me doing that. That must have been in there. Yeah, that must have been like that. Look at the way that wires. I know you might not see it, but that is just super. Whoops. That is just super warped from sitting in there like that. That has been like that for a long, long while. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this in here properly. You just want to be real gentle putting this back inside here. So front first, and then rear second. And then go ahead and grab your screws. And you should be doing a crisscross pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, just to make sure they're all sitting in the right spot. Come on, flip over for me. Hey, 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 hey. Come on now. So 1. Perfect. Let's get number 2 in the back corner. Opposite corner. Come on, flip over for me. I'll get this one on. Now we know at least it's lined up like that properly. So when we put the next 2 in, we know it's lined up. We'll get number 3. Or not. Yes, this can be a little tricky. Three and 4. Good to go there. Now we got to feed this nipple here. Feed this nipple here into the gear down here. Which the ass end's got to come first. So it's got to come up. It's got to come up through here first. Which can be a bit tricky. Come on. It can be a bit tricky, especially since I'm doing this, trying to go not sitting right, not sitting right. Yep, she don't want to sit right. Hang on here. Yeah, so that should sit like that. It should come way, way up. Come on, baby. Hey, 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 get up there. Get up there. Where is my flathead real quick? Let me make a quick little adjustment to it. Where did that go? Where did my little flathead go? Because I can make a little adjustment to it and just get it to sit properly. Unless you want to sit right for me. That would be great. Why are you not sitting the way you're supposed to? That should almost fall right into place. But I see it does not want to. Why don't you want to sit right? Is it in the wrong spot? It could be. It could be sitting just a little off there. It could be. Yeah, that could have been it. Oh, come on. It still doesn't want to sit right. Yeah, it ain't off by much either. What in the hell is going on here? That has never given me that much trouble before. That is definitely sitting. If that sits flush like that, yeah, that is definitely sitting in the right spot. It absolutely is. Come on now. There we go. Sorry, yeah, that was wild. That was just not sitting the way it should have. But it is now. See, everything can be a little tricky with this. That's why I said there's like zero tolerance when it comes to this. And that looks like we did get that pretty much dead on. Maybe better than it was in factory because I had no fucking tolerance. There, that just was not allowing me to get that back in there properly. But we did. So now we got to lock this end down. We got to make sure that we are sitting at least somewhat flush, and we are. Do I not have a thicker one? I thought I did. No, that is the thick one. So that should be flush right there. We'll get that screwed back into place. I don't want to put any pressure on it, so I want to keep it in the air here so that I know that this side, while holding it down, is in the right position. Okay, that should be good to go right there. That absolutely should be good to go. There should be no play in that whatsoever. And it doesn't look like there is. That looks okay. But we won't know if I can be honest, that kind of seems like it's locked in place. Is that why it was also causing some problems? Which, I mean, if the teeth were grinded down, that could be a possibility. It very well could be. Give me 2 seconds. Let me grab a flathead. You just never know what you're going to come across with these things. Never. Let's see if we have any control over this gear. Man, it does not seem like we do. That's scary. Yeah, that does not seem like we have any control. Why is that locked like that? I mean, I can see that sitting. It's sitting in the right spot. But it seems like it's gotten locked into position. I swear, these things have more drive problems. No wonder they moved to the Model 2. Like, they're like, yeah, why don't we just get rid of... Yeah, that's definitely not sitting right, because now that tray came right off. So let's get the tray off. Yeah, that definitely not sitting right. That could have been done from... Oops. That could have been done from it taking a hit or something, too. Let's get that out of here. Looks like we are doing a full teardown on this. We'll see if we can't get this right back in place like it should be. Now let's see if we can get this gear to unlock properly. Yeah, that seems like that's way off. How the fuck was it closing properly then? Ooh. Okay, that's up. And then down. Okay. Yeah, it almost seemed like it was pushed all the way over. Now let's see if we can get this back properly. There's a little hole on this gear right here. I'm sure you guys can see that little hole right there. If you look at the limit switches, right, the fully closed and the fully open, through that hole, you should be able to see this gear. And above that hole, there's the nipple that when it circles all the way around, it pushes that forward. That's how you line that black gear up. Hello, Roy. This is probably more comprehensive than I thought this video was going to be, this live. So we'll make sure that we got this all lined up here. Because yes, I don't know if you guys watched my earlier live stream. You can be off by one little tooth on here. You got to take it all apart again. That could be it right there. That could be the final spot right there. And again, all I'm doing is trying to line it up. That's definitely wrong. It's through that little tiny hole. I'm just trying to see the edge of that limit switch. And that should be it right about there. That should be it right about there. I guess we might as well check the belt while we're here. It looks all right. doesn't look as egged as the other two that we pulled off the other drives. I mean, you can just see just how bad these other ones were. I mean, they're literally an egg shape. Literally an egg shape. This one wasn't so bad, but you can still tell it is an egg shape, and it is hard as rock. This one doesn't look too bad. So let's just leave that for a second. Let's get the... If we have to change the belt into something else, we will. That's no big deal. Who cares? Okay, that seemed to went on really, really smooth there. Let's get our T back in place. Let's get... we'll wait for the gear. We don't need that right this second. We just don't. We just want to make sure that we open and close properly. We don't even need the top on for the spindle, the disc holder. We don't need that right this second. All we need to do is get this back into the machine, and we'll test to make sure that, yes, everything is functional. Don't forget to plug that in, or you'll be questioning what the hell's going on. Like, why don't I have any motor functions? Probably because it's not getting any voltage or signal. That should be okay. Let's get, where is it? Let's get this back in play. Let's get our ribbon cable in. We might want to fix that just before we put that in. We knew how lopsided this was. I don't know how it got like that, but it did. I'm not exactly sure how it got so. Can you see just how weird that is? No way. Look at how goofy that's sitting. It's like this. And I don't know how that happened. I mean, it looks to me like that's never been taken off. Although, don't quote me on that, because that ferrite bead was shattered in here, so not exactly sure how that happened either. Like, even pulling it out of that ferrite bead seems tough. But I'm just trying to get it so that it goes back in straight. Yeah, I don't like that. How in the hell did that get like that? There, that's straight, right? Now that should be line. That should line up. That should line up. Be really careful with these ribbon cables, guys, if you try to attempt this yourself. I'm just so used to working with them that I kind of know what they can handle. Now, is that going to pull through properly now? Man, it still doesn't want to. Jeez. Come on, come on. It almost seems like it's... Fuck, I'm almost ready to rip that right off and just put it back on. Just glue it back on like it should be. Because that is just not right. Yeah, that is just not sitting right. Let's worry about it in a little bit. Let me get as much of that ribbon out as possible, and then when we get it up and running, then we'll make it look pretty. Make it... Oh, that's a lot better though. At least I have play on it now. At least I can get it to the drive. We'll get that lined up. We'll get that lined up. Okay, so that part is broken off. One of the drive holders is broken off, I can tell. I don't even know if I care about that right this second. Yeah. That is definitely one of the pegs is broken off. So each side has a screw hole and then a peg on each side. These ones don't have pegs. These are just held down by screws. These ones have pegs that sit so that it doesn't go all wonky, but you can tell that that one is broken. But that's okay. That's okay for right this second. This is just a test to make sure that we have the drive and everything lined up. What did I do with the lid? The only reason you need to put the lid on is so that the Genesis sits properly. I wish somebody would make me a ribbon cable to go from here to the Genesis so that I can have the Genesis sat sideways and I can have this off and work on it while it's wide open. That would be terrific. Let's get power. I only use audio for ground right now. Let's get a Genesis. Let's get power to the Genesis here. I think I got that backwards. I did. Let's get video. And we got video. We need power for the 32X, wherever the hell that went. Now let's see how this drive reacts. Not nice, I tell you. Okay, so it recognizes that it's completely closed. Oh, you shush. It wants to, but it doesn't want to. Wow, it's like I have no... It's like it's got no balls all of a sudden. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to bring you down here. You can see it's got no balls whatsoever. None. It does on the way out. It still doesn't, because that didn't pull out all the way. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. Let's check out what the hell is happening here. What is happening here? Yeah, that's odd. Why does that have no balls? And it does there. It absolutely does there, but why doesn't it on the way in? What did I do with that? We'll use this here. Let's remove the tray one more time here. This could be a little, like I said, that It could be sitting in the wrong spot. It absolutely could be. Come on. Come on. This black gear could be sitting in the wrong spot. Oh, you know what? Not that I've never experienced that before, but without that peg, that literally sits up against the post. The board, the subboard here, I never realized that. Look, see, you learn stuff every day. So this is the peg I'm talking about right here. Each side has a peg, and that's what sits in it. Without this peg here, and this being able to slide all over the place, this here ends up against where this peg should be into. Yeah, and that would stop it from coming up properly, at least. So that's not a good sign right off the bat. That's going to need to be taken care of. Shit, I was hoping I didn't have to do that. I guess I can make a peg. I could put the screw, I could put one screw in on this side here and stop it from moving. I think I might do that. I mean, that's pretty easy if I need to undo. I'll just use one screw and hold that down. And that way it can't go anywhere. Yeah, that's probably a better plan. That right there. Okay. Let's tear this back down here. Yeah, see, this is what I mean by the tedious parts. Is this here. Yeah, that should have been all right. It seems all right. Are we on the last tooth? It looked like we were. That definitely seems like I'm on the last tooth right there, for sure. Okay, get ready for some bullshit, guys, because this could be some real tedious work right here coming in. Uh-oh. Let's not start that, please. I do see some shit here. Why does that seem so tough? That shouldn't be that. It just feels really rough. All right, let's give this a shot. See where we are here with this. Yeah, it's still got no fucking balls to it. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is not good. Yep, that is not good. Come on. Okay, stop. Yep, something is absolutely not sitting right here. God, does that seem rough? Like, I mean, really, really, really rough here. But why? It seems all right here. Like, it seems smooth. No, the fuck it doesn't. Yeah, no, it does not. What do we got going on here? What am I not seeing? I mean, that's pretty fucking dry. I don't even see any lube on any of that. No broken teeth, right? Please, no broken teeth. Nope, none there. Nope, none there. Nope, none there. We're good there. What about on this roller here? Anything missing here? No, we look good here. We look good pretty much everywhere here. Yeah, and that's bringing the... I don't know if you guys could see that, sorry. Yeah, that's bringing it up perfectly, too. That's down perfect. Right to the end. And then as you see, as I spin the gear, you know, closing the tray, look at that, comes up perfect. Boom, just like it should. And then down just like it should. So what are we missing here? There's something just not sitting right here. I should maybe try to get some lube on there. I mean, don't get me wrong though too. I've had this happen where, you know, you think the belt is okay at one point and then 2 seconds later it's not. But I highly doubt it would be that quick that it would just die. It was fine. We seen it when we first started. The tray was going in and out, no problem. But let's just because we should, let's get a little lube going here. That's an awful lot. You don't want that much. So we're just going to put a little in here. A little bit there. A little bit there. I mean, these do seem fine. I don't even want to touch that because that is damn near perfect. Let's get a little on here. Make sure that's just not going to cause an issue. You'd be surprised what kind of things can cause even the smallest issue on this. Well, look at the live stream I did today where I got done finishing the one, and I brought the live stream on because I was having a disc read error. Come to find out, it was because the rail wasn't lubricated all the way. And actually, this one's really fucking dry too, like really dry. Just making sure all that's sitting right, and it is. Oh, I don't know, that does seem rough still. Why is that so bad? Why is that sitting? It just seems so rough right here. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to see where I can find where it binds. And it does seem like it's getting bound up somewhere right here. Yeah, I got a feeling that's just going to do the same exact thing because I don't see a change. We'll get it figured out. I always do. It's something strange going on. Yep, see, it's got no balls. 0. I don't want to hear that crap. I want to hear this drive. What is not? Yeah, that is just not sitting right whatsoever. What I don't understand is it's unlocking properly. So I can tell it gets to a certain point, and then when it wants to come out, it hesitates and then gets unlocked. Well, how in the hell did it go from being okay to not okay? No, we got a different issue here. Definitely got something funky happening here. Something I'm not seeing. Something I am definitely not fucking seeing here. Is something out of alignment? Or something sticking up? Hitting it? What in the heck is happening, guys? I mean, it's definitely not this. I can see this has all its teeth. It all looks good. Nothing's bound up. Everything is lubed. And when we do this manually, everything's fine. Everything is fine. I don't have to force it. Nothing. So what is happening here? Let's take a look at this belt. Whoa, I mean, yeah, it's egg-shaped too. Is it just that bad and it just did it now? I mean, compared to the other one that was bad, it damn near identical twins. Well, we can try that for sure. We can try that for sure. Let me grab one of the really small ones that I have here and see if we can't make some sort of headway with that. What the hell was that? Yes, I know you are supposed to take this black piece off, but I hate taking it off and putting it back on. It's annoying. Super exciting, right, guys? Come on, get on there. Get on there. Good stuff. Get on there. Get on there. No, don't fall off. Jeez. Oh yeah, you're gonna play games, eh? Figures. You just don't want to play nice, huh? Get over there. This is why you shouldn't use these small ones, because they're so hard to get on here. And you're not even supposed to be using this size anyways. Okay, come on, stop playing games. Let's go. Jeepers. Thank you. Oh! Don't tell me that fucking went flying off. It did. Get on there. This one might be a little too small. It's not like the other ones I used on the other machines. This one is super small. Okay. Okay, that's in place, that's in place, that's in place, that's in place. Yeah, that's got no problem there. It almost feels the same as the other belt, I'm not gonna lie. It damn near feels the same as the other belt. See, look how smooth that is. I mean, what in the hell is happening here? Oh, the joys of the Model 1. And there's lots of people who can say, oh my god, they are such a pain in the ass to work on. And they are. When they want to act up, you look at these things wrong, Nate. Hey, what do you know? What do you know? What do you know? So we're not going to have any laser because I have the gear off and everything, and it probably didn't hit the thing. But, come on, get into menu here. Come on, you. Oh, it helps if I have a controller, right? Do you think maybe when I took it apart, maybe that belt just finally had it and that was the issue? Because isn't it funny that now all of a sudden it seems okie dokie? And I can hear it. It did. It pulled the tray up. Now it's never gonna go into it because we don't have the gear, and so the assembly's not hitting. But that is definitely like it should be. Yep, that's the way it should be. Okay, so let's turn this off when the drawer is out, and let's go ahead and put the known working gear in. Let's go ahead and put the known working gear in. Like I said, if you were here earlier, you would know that the other gear that came out of this is just tore up. And that is the working one. So we'll get this into play. To make sure there's no teeth or anything from the leftover just sitting on there, because that's the last thing I need is for something to take out my gear. I would be mad. Okay, so that should be that. Now let's go ahead and put the top on. We don't need to screw it in. You don't need to screw it in for testing purposes. It will hold without putting the screws in. It absolutely will hold. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's get a game. We'll start with Rage in the Cage again. Let's see what happens. Yep, she locked up. Oh, that's not a good sign. See, we should have taken care of that fucking. We should have took care of that switch in there. Please tell me that did not grind the shit out of my gear. I'll be furious. No, it didn't. It didn't. Thank goodness. But that doesn't mean it didn't tear the shit up out of the bottom of it. Yeah, you better not have. We do need to take care of that limit switch. That is the issue now. It is that limit switch is bad. Well, shit. Thankfully, I do believe that I can. I don't know if I can pull it from here, though. Yeah, but that's a good sign, though. I do like that. But that was not hitting that limit switch. That was grinding like a son of a bitch. Let's get that off the side. Let's get this removed. Let's get this off to the side. Let me find something to wipe this up here. I just don't want that touching the laser or anything. Okay, so that part's good. We should have taken care of that. Limit switch, I thought it was all right, but apparently not. Like, I mean, it's bad. I can't believe how much that was grinding. Holy shit. All right, so now to take care of this problem. These are never easy, right? They're never easy. Now, you probably shouldn't do it this way, but what I can do is I can unsolder this and literally pull it out from the other side. Again, you shouldn't do that, especially if you're not, a soldering expert. I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying if you're not really comfortable with soldering, this is a little annoying. It's a little difficult. That should have. That one's free. That one's free. So if I left these two things, the two plastic tabs, if I flip it over, I should be able to very carefully pull that switch right out. So let me get this off to the side here. Now, when it comes to these, man, I can't believe that is actually having a problem, but it was. Let me get the multimeter again, and I just want to triple check that it was that bad, because it didn't seem that bad, but I just want to make sure. Just want to see how bad we actually are here. Well, I can tell you right off the bat. Come on. Got fat fingers today. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that or not, right? I'm going to try to do this with one hand here, or two hands for you here. So if I press up against one lead and one up against the other, I should just be able to hear how it's beep, 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 beep. It shouldn't. It should be a solid beep like that. Look at that. I'm actually putting pressure on that. And that's still not beeping. Yeah, that's filthy. I'm really having to smash that. And it's still not a solid contact. Yeah, that's not cool. That is not cool at all. So to fix this, you're going to have to remove the top cap here. And if you just give it a little pull and a little twist, should pop right off. Now you kind of got to remember its orientation. There is a slot for one side and one slot for another. You probably won't be able to see it, but inside here, there's a slot for one side and a slot for the other. So just make sure when you go to put that back on there, there's also a nub right here on the black part that corresponds with the little tiny hole that's on here, and that's how you can tell what side is what. So now for cleaning this, this is going to be difficult to show, but there's two little tiny pads on there. And I hate them. They are horrible. So what I like to do is file them right down. And now we'll do a quick test, quick continuity test. Let's see how it reacts now. You got to clean it too. Absolutely got to clean it. Let's just see how this reacts now. Just curious. Come on, sit right, please. See that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but with the slightest touch, you can still use it a little bit more, but even with the slightest touch, it's a solid. See, that's not solid. See, it will need a little more. But yeah, that's much, much better. I don't know if Stegs is still in the chat, but I bet he's thinking to himself, oh my God, do I got to do that too to mine? And you probably should. You absolutely should. I just want to do this until we actually get a great contact between the two. Where the slightest touch is like, yep. Let me get a little isopropyl alcohol. Let me just get this cleaned up. And I do mean really get that cleaned up. I'll do one more quick test here. Make sure we have good contact with the slightest touch. Exactly. Exactly. So we'll go ahead and get this plastic piece back on. Like I said, remember one edge has the little nubs on it, right? And those correspond to the little holes in the plastic. Which I can't see because I'm blind by the light. Boom. And that should be good to go. So now to get this back in, it's always a pain in the ass. Because the way I took it out is not the way it's supposed to be, but you can do it. Gonna need some light here real quick. So if I blind you, I'm sorry. Just need to see what I'm doing here. And yes, there is a proper orientation for it. You can see that it needs to be pushed back, right? So that when it sits here and the laser goes against it, right, it gets pushed back against it, right? The other way doesn't really move. This is the way it goes. Here, I know you might not be able to see that. But as the laser comes in, beep, it hits it. And that moves this way, doesn't really move. And if you get it lined up just right, I probably need my other pick. I can use this for now. Get it lined up just right. It should sit right back into place. That looks like it's sat exactly where it's supposed to sit. I just want to make sure it's down all the way. I can't really see. No, it's not. Come on, get back there. There we go. That almost feels like it's been banging on that for a while. Let me check the other drive here, my spare drive. This spare drive here that I have is what I use to like really check to make sure everything is still lined up and how things should be. Yeah, see, I bet you that has been banging against that for fucking... Yeah, that's been banging against that for a long time. Okay, let's get this soldered. We don't need any flux because we already used flux to remove it. I can still see tons on the board. That one's good. That one's good. We'll go ahead and make sure nothing's shorted. Otherwise, it'll think it's constantly there. Perfect. But we are good from here to here. We are good from here to there, which I can't see. Yes, we are. Okay. We're good. Let's get this back into here. Get that lined up again. Get the top on. I'm not going to worry about putting a screw in. I'm just going to leave it the way it is right there. The drive, I mean, I'm not going to screw the drive down. I'm just going to leave it there. Let's get the lid on. Get this back out of my way. And hopefully this has cured and got this back up and running. And we'll do some tests, play some games, make sure everything is okay. Where are we here? All right, we'll get that shut off just for now, so we don't have to stare at that. Let's see what difference that has made. Oh, Aaron, you idiot. What did I forget, guys? Oh, Aaron, you idiot. Oop, give me a second here. Forgot to put the gear in. Might need that, huh? Might need that. Come on, sit nice. Thank you. Let's try this one more time. And then if we get it, I think it's Miller time after this. I mean, repairing 3 Model 1s in a day is a little stressful. All right, let's see what we have now. Please, no grinding. What do you know? No fucking grinding. What do you know? All right, let's get a disc. Let me get this fucking drive sat right. Jeez, man. That's exactly why I guess that peg is way more important than you think it is. All right, let's get Rage in the Cage in. What do you know? Hey. All right, so I see that it loaded that, no problem. Now let's get a quick shot of NHL 94, and let's see if we can get all 79 tracks to load. You know, these things aren't always fun to work on. Well, fuck, I'm gonna tell you right now, to be honest, they're not fun to work on at all. But, you know, when you've been through as many scenarios as I've had with these things, you kind of know where the issues are. I mean, I've had some that are bad, and I didn't know, you know, where to start. I mean, that has happened, but I've been through so many of these that I kind of know. But they are not fun to fucking work on. But when you do get them up and running, it's so satisfying. Okay, so let's try NHL 94. Let's make sure that we get all 79 tracks up, and let's see how quickly we can get from track 1 to track 79. Now, 79 is a blank track. Laser's a little slow. I do see that. Laser's a little slow, but this is a big disc. So track 79 is an empty track. So I like to go to 79 and then back to 78 so I can actually hear something as it's playing. So let's see how quickly we can get to that. Now, normally I hear things starting to play as I go through this, and I don't hear it yet. But it did get there, and it did start playing almost immediately. Let's go to 78. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Let me turn it up. Not bad, killing 3 Sega CDs in one day. That's not bad. Sorry, I can't really read your thing. It feels like repairing Sega CD Model 1 is an exercise in pure frustration. Oh, it is. Absolutely. 100% pure frustration. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, but when it gets to track 78 and it gets to track 79 is very, very tiny. I don't know why they use it. It may use it as a buffer of some sort, right? But The laser is all the way out. Let me show you here on this drive here. So as it moves out, like track 1 to track 79. And the reason I use this is because it has to go through, as you're going through real fast, it has to go all the way out to the edge of the disc, right? When it comes back, it has to come all the way forward, and it has to hit that limit switch. So we'll do it again, and you'll see that there's no grinding from track 79 onwards, which is great. So we'll play. I'm going to just get to track 79 real quick here. '79, and we'll hit play, and that's going to move the laser out. I can hear it. Now it's going to play it, and you'll hear the laser come back in. Boom, to the front with no grinding. So, yep, probably what happened was that limit switch went bad, really bad, and it sheared the shit out of this gear. That's probably exactly what happened, because you know, you've got one for the top, but the ones on the bottom here, it probably just kept trying to run, getting stuck, and snap that tooth right off, and then snap these teeth off. So let's just play a quick game. Let's make sure that everything is running appropriately. I almost know this like off by heart, when the music should start, when it shouldn't. This has got full motion video in the beginning, so that's a really good sign of. Let me get this hooked up here. Let me get all the audio hooked up. This is going to be loud for you guys, so I just want to just give you a, give you a heads up. This one's got full memory, I see. Well, that's okay, though. No big deal. Again, this is going to be loud, so I'm sorry. Just in advance. Let's format this. It's in the game. Oh, thank you very much. I know, right? Can you believe I fixed the teeth on that? That's wild, right? Wild. Thank you, brand creator. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for the super chat. Love that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we're going to do here is, because this is such a full motion video, I don't care about the size. It doesn't matter if it's a full motion video or if it's just a block size full motion video, right? You'll see here, I'll show you, that as it plays, that's loading a separate track. This is accessing, reading a track, just like music, then on to the next track. Then on to the next track. And if you get skipping and stuttering between loads, see, because that's fluid, right? You can't tell where it loads, but it actually is loading different tracks. So you know that there is no skipping going on, which means that laser is good. That laser is perfect. This is excellent. So we're going to play a quick game here. Nothing major. I just want to make sure while we're playing that we have, you'll see, sound should be kicking on here in a second. Perfect. We want to make sure that when Ron Barr talks, that Ron Barr is on time, like it should be, and then the music should start before we hit start game, and that's where the music should start. So we'll just do one real quick here. 5 minutes. Auto, user records off, penalties on, line changes on. So we want to make sure Ron Barr comes through nice and perfect. Perfect. We're going to let this run just for a minute because these are completely separate tracks as well that aren't listed in the track list in the menu.
Let's take a look at tonight's matchups.
Can you believe we got 3 of these up and running in one day? I am just beside myself. Even though this one said on the sticker, running great, it's still a 2-hour repair, live repair.
Which often disrupts their opponent's style of play. The Kings have a team whose combination.
Yep, I can hear it. I can hear it ticking as it's loading the next set of dialogue. That's perfect. So I'm going to hit start, and we should get to the ice. Should be showing the 2 penalty boxes. And then half a second later should start music. Exactly. Now, as soon as we get into game, it should be organ music and stuff. It absolutely should be. Or, I mean, at least, like, perfect. So I'll play a little bit of this. I just want to make sure we don't have any skipping and stuff. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh! With a quick goal. Ah, my lines weren't even tired yet. Oh, he crushed them. Come on, somebody come up behind me. So what I'm going to tell the customer on this one is this absolutely needs a gear. There's just no way around it. This needs a gear. But it's fully functional. Just that gear needs to be taken care of. And that's so simple. That's such a simple thing to do. Especially now that I've popped the other one and have this one in. Yep, I can hear the crowd and everything. There's 2 tracks going on here, and they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. There's no skipping in between them, nothing. Oh, fuck. Doug Gilmour out for a period. He got laid out center ice. Good night. Good night. Good old Dougie Gilmour taking a nap. Oh. Oh, have we run into our first problem here? We might have. Yeah, we might have run into a problem here. It might not be all gravy here. Hold on. Look it. No, Gilmour's not so happy now, is he? We've stopped loading here. Hold on, folks. Hold on, folks. We could have another issue here. Hold on here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I can't tell if it's still spinning or not. It is. It is absolutely still spinning. But why isn't it loading that? Oh, hold on. Yep, we could have an issue. After that second track, it completely stopped. Hold on. I don't like that. I wish I knew what track that was off the top of my head. I'm gonna load Sewer Shark here. Let's check Sewer Shark. And to be honest, I should clean that laser. I really should. And I should lube the rail. You know what? I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to do that right now. That was the issue I had with the very first one. After I put it all back together and I fixed those teeth and everything like that, that rail not being lubed caused a huge issue. And we already know that I said that was dry as a bone, and it is. It's absolutely dry as a bone in here. So let me do that. Let me grease this up. Look, I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but that almost looks cockeyed right there. That's all right. Let's get that lubed up. Let's get all this lubed up in here. Oh, these things are extremely sensitive. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you not see that being a little awkward? Does that not look like it's sitting like this? Or is it just me? I'm not sure. I don't know if that looks spot on or not. It does look a little tilted, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, mind you, this thing has gone through some shit, but okay, now that we got that lubed up, I probably should put a little on that as well, but let's get that laser cleaned. It does look like I can see a fingerprint on it, which is probably from me when I was doing the switches. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better. Let's see if that made a difference or not. Please don't be another issue. Let's see what happens here. We're going to have to run through those tracks again. I wonder where that is, if I can find that, exactly where that track is, just to see if it plays it again or not. Yeah, okay, so let's slide the laser up the rail. Yeah, now I'm starting to hear them. I wonder if it was just really, really dry and having a hard time getting there. This is going to suck for you guys, but I'm going to leave you here like this for a second so you guys can listen to this shit. Tilted towards the right. Yeah, did you see that? Did it not look like, instead of the laser being straight like this, did it not look like it was like bent? Was that just me? That is a good idea. I could get a string and see if that does do that. Because it did look, well, let's look at the good drive here. Yeah, and look at that. You tell me that that doesn't look a lot straighter than the other one. It looked like the other one was tilted downwards like this. I'm almost positive that looks so straight compared to the other one. Well, let's see if this made a difference here. I mean, you do have to remember that a lot of these lasers do account for stuff like that. No, I'm not saying it's right. I'm definitely not saying it's right. As a matter of fact, I'm saying it's wrong. But they do account for stuff like that. Okay, I'm going to leave you like this, and I'll be right back. You guys are going to have to watch this. And hopefully, I mean, if there's an issue, there's an issue. And hopefully it arises so that we can take care of it.
It's in the game.
Uh-oh. That should not have taken that long. Before I left, I just wanted to see how long that would take. That should not take that long. There's no way it should take that long. Well, I'll tell you, it almost seemed like it was like 2 seconds longer than it should be. And I know that doesn't seem like much, but 1, 2 is longer than it should be. It does. It might even been 3 seconds longer. But I would assume there would be some sort of skipping happening here. I mean, worst case scenario, we have a brand new laser right here. That music should have already been on. Yep, that music should have already been on. Okay, I'm going to let it run for a second. I know it's going to suck for you guys, but I got to let it run for a second, see what happens. Yeah, I don't know if I like that. There's something just not right there. So let's do this. Let's try something that is full motion video all the way through, which would be Sewer Shark. And again, I pretty much know this game like the back of my hand. See, that did find that really fast, though. Man, I would assume if it was off that far, this would be an issue here. No, that loaded fine. Yeah, that loaded fine.
Another crash and burn. First time I'm rookie.
This game will 100% stutter and skip if it's not right.
Greatest co-pilot to ever shoot the tools. Give him your best stuff and it'll keep you flying. Maybe all the way to Solar City, huh? Showtime. I'm Falcon. You'll be hearing from me.
All right. And you'll see it's doing the same thing as it was on NHL 94. You'll see that it loads tracks seamlessly.
The ghost here. I always come back for more. Let's go, rookie.
It's funny that I could read that better on screen than I could in real life.
Don't you love the smell of the subversive in the morning? They smell like victory.
This is an awful long track.
Here's the whole haul. I took her apart and I put her back together again. No matter what they taught you up at top rat, factory jobs ain't worth scrap. Some stuff in there. It's not all strictly legal.
Yeah, see, that was fine. It switched tracks and it was seamless. Let's get into game and see what happens. That's gonna load. Yep. That would usually not load. It'll come up and say, in the middle of the screen, it'll come up a little box and say CD, and it'll blink if there's an issue.
Coming up. Stay cool. Don't let them freak you out. Can't face the whole hog.
I mean, it seems okay.
The critters at
3, 6, 12, eh? 3. See, and that's a track load. This will be a track load, and it is. Oh, I missed. Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the tracks loading. That's all right. That's no big deal. Yeah, I'm not seeing any hesitation in the loads. I mean, and this is putting stress on it big time. Like, this game does not stop loading. Three, 12, and 3. 3. 12 and 3. 12 and 3. Oh. $12. That's a load. That's a recharge. That's a load. 3. And that's a load. Oh, it seems fine. It seems completely fine now, all of a sudden. It seems completely fine now. How are more Genesis focused games like Sonic CD? Does the Act Clear jingle still take a while to play? Oh, that's a good point. I could try that for sure. I could definitely try that. So him saying that, that's a load as well. Yeah, this seems absolutely fine. It could have just been a 6-3-12. Okay, let's crash. Because if you don't go anywhere, then you'll crash. And let's see how that plays, and then the credits will start. Let's see if it loads the crash properly. Because that's a little more towards the outer edge of the disc. That didn't seem right, let me tell you.
Here we go again. Maybe you're good enough to draw a beat. Let's find out.
I mean, it could have been fine, but...
Stay cool! Don't let them freak you out!
Okay, I'm just going to try to crash again here real quick, just to see if it does that again. It did look like it skipped a bit. I'm just gonna crash again here. I just want to see if it does the same thing again. What I don't understand is it's in a constant load right now, and I don't see the issue. Constantly reading. And there's no skipping. We should crash here soon. It should be right after this. We should crash. It should give me another list of coordinates, and then if you miss it, it should crash. Come on, give me coordinates. But you see what I mean? How it's constantly loading? And there's no skipping. That's... Here we go. So if I miss this, we should crash. Okay, we should crash. Nope, maybe one more. They're always a little lenient in the beginning. It's after this is when they're not lenient. Oh, come on, just crash on me. Jeez. Fuck, maybe I never knew that. Maybe you don't have to hit any of them off the first 2 coordinate. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, maybe there's nothing off the first 2. I didn't even know that. Okay, that time it did not skip. That was fine. That was absolutely fine. But you are right. It did look like it did skip that time. The first time it went to that, it did look like it skipped. See, why is it not skipping during this, though? Especially to the outer tracks.
Warning. This disc is for use with a SEGA CD system only.
I can try Sonic CD, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to that certain point where it does that. The act clear jingle. Oh, so I would just have to do the first act, I guess. Yeah, okay. Let's see how long it takes for this to... That was dead on. That was dead on. And this is full FMV. Why isn't this skipping then? That's what I don't understand is where's the issue here?
Some of the more unsavory characters that roam the streets of the city. Boy, what an ugly bunch.
I'm going to let this run for a second. I'm going to see if I can find Sonic CD.
Lucky thing they've also got Spider-Man. Only Peter's wife, Mary Jane, knows his extraordinary secret. That he is not merely the pleasant and conventional young man he seems. Mary Jane.
Hi, Tiger.
Hi, honey. What's up?
I was just on my way to the studio to take today's episode of Secret Hospital. Thought I'd stop by and get a kiss, if you're not too busy, of course.
Now, there's something I'm never too busy for.
That ought to keep me happy until dinner. See you then?
Yep. See you later. That needle. What the? She's being attacked. When trouble arises, as it does so often, Peter Parker is no longer just an ordinary newspaper photographer, but something else entirely. Something with the strength, endurance, and power of... Looks like it's time to call on your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Did it do anything weird?
Officer, that nice young man in the long underwear saved my purse and fooled my money.
Good work, Spider-Man. It's a good thing you came along when you did. You're the best friend this city ever had. I'm just glad you're on our side.
I was just doing my job, officer. Happy to be of help.
Young man, I don't know what I would have done without you, but you really shouldn't run around in public dressed like that.
Yes, ma'am. I'll keep it in mind.
Goodbye, Spider-Man.
That young man is a real hero.
Yeah, I can't believe that this is running fine, but yet
I don't know what this city would do with
this is going to be one of those problems that's hard to find.
TV.
Because this seems okay. Now, I can only find my original copy of Sonic CD, and I know that's in really bad shape, so that's probably not going to be a great test. I don't know where my backup copy is.
What do you suppose he's up to now?
Let's get into menu here, and let's see if it does anything weird. No, that's right. Yeah, it's loading properly. I can see it. Huh. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's skipping at all. Okay, let's throw in Sonic CD and see if it skips during that act cleared song. A little afraid to hit something with copyright on it. That would suck. That loaded perfectly. Yeah, that loaded fine. Oh, that seems right. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, even that music came on right on time, too. Is he gonna go back to the music, right? Yep. I don't know. That sounds, yeah, it sounds good. I can. So in case anybody's wondering, Pugga Maship in here knows this game like the back of his hand. He would know instantly if something didn't sound right. Yeah, that loaded perfectly. That loaded fine. Perfect. Well, maybe it was just not lubed properly. It does happen like that. Uh-oh, bad future. Not good. Yeah, even that track loaded fine. Yeah, that loaded perfectly fine. Somebody did just try the robot teleporters. No, I didn't. Yeah, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. It probably was that. It was probably a dirty lens and that not being lubed properly. I mean, I tell you, when you have that rail, and let me see if I can show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Through here, when this guide rail here, right, runs along inside here, if there's any kind of sticking or anything, it can cause, you know, things not to load properly. Absolutely. Absolutely it can. I mean, on the last one, the very first one that I did, it was causing a disk error. It was so bad. And I'm dead. Now here's that. Let's kill myself off here. Let's see if we can get this to load. Let's play Sonic Boom. I'm just watching the access light as this is going. Yeah, I'm sorry. This seems absolutely fine now. I'm going to call this a win. Unless it gives me a reason not to say so, I'm going to call this a win. Yeah, it seems all right. I don't know if it just maybe needed to get that lube that I put on throughout the entire rail. You got to remember when that laser's sitting on it, there's part of the rail that I can't reach, right? Obviously because it's covered, right? So it may have been sticky in there, and as it went back and forth, it may have finally lubed that area up. Yeah, this looks good. Let's shut her down. Now when I kick it back on, it should and want to have the laser come all the way to the... And it did. Yep, no problem. Yep, no problem. No problem. Yep, no problem. It's already loaded the game, I can tell. Yep, I'm gonna have to call this one a win. It might have just been a stuck. Might have just been stuck on the what do you call it? On the rail. Sonic's got a girlfriend. Yeah, that seems fine too. Yep. Whoop. Oh, come on now. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a win. Hello. Jesus. Whoa. Man, sometimes I forget how crazy this game can get. Come on. No. Oh my God. Jeepers. Yeah, I'm gonna say this is fine. Oh, wacky workbench is out of control. That drives me nuts. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call this good. I'm gonna call this good. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it right here. Everything seems good. Gotta love that holdover note, eh? Hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna call this good. Again, unless this gives me a reason not to, I'm gonna call this good. Let's see how this intro loads. See if it's better or worse. I mean, this is going on 3-hour stream, so even if I need to come back to this, that's fine. But after 3 hours, this is a good stream, so I'm probably gonna call it after this. Yeah, see, I don't think it should take that long. It really shouldn't. But I don't hear any stuttering, though. That's what's blowing my mind, is there's no stuttering of any sort. That was me doing that. I hit start on purpose.
Hi, I'm Ron Barr for EA Sports.
Yeah, that seems absolutely fine.
Welcome to a sold-out Maple Leaf Gardens, home of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, that's right. What the hell happened already? Old Luke Robitaille, eh? With the hooking, eh? Okay, or don't touch the puck. Jesus. Oh, now I'm getting a penalty now? Oh, look at the AI trying to be slick there. Do you see that? Oh! Oh! Oh, that's offside. Shit. Oh, you couldn't get there in time? I'm so sure. Uh-oh. Pick up the puck. Oh. Oh, he got right in front of it. Oh, shit. Bump him off the puck. There we go. Oh, he got wrecked out there. Oh! Big save. Oh! Yeah, now it seems to be okay. I don't hear it skipping or having a hard time loading this track up. Because this is that extra long track that it was just playing. It seems okay. It should give me a different track. Yep. Let's see what happens now. Nope. Oh, no, it did. Okay. Sorry, it was just loading a different track up. Wasn't sure what that was all about. Oh! Yeah, give him a penalty. Absolutely. I swear, back in the day when these things had penalties like this, I swear half of them were just bullshit calls. You can't see him holding anybody. Like, oops. No! Oh, shit. Wow. Thought you were going to be there, bud. Yeah, there we go. That's how it should be loading tracks. Wonder how many times I said track in this live stream. Oh, I got leveled. Yes! Get the tying goal. How you like that? Oh, shit. Oh, how did you miss the puck? Fuck, give him a goal. Jesus. Oh. Okay, nobody wants the puck. Oh, he lucky he stopped that. All right, so yeah. After this game, after this, I'm gonna call it good, and then I can let you guys off the hook here since we're going on hour 3. Wouldn't you know? As soon as I say something, right? As soon as I say something, it fails. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is hilarious. It has absolutely failed. Yep. Don't you know? Okay. I'm still going to let you off the hook. We'll have to come back to this. I mean, we got this machine up and running. It was tore up too. So the fact that we at least got it up and running some games is good. And again, I repaired 2 other ones this morning, so that's a bonus. Let's just take a look one more time at that laser, because I am almost positive that is just not sitting right. And if that's not, and if it's not sitting straight, then you know what? That is probably... Let me get this sitting flush and straight. Yep, that definitely causes an issue like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that look center like this one does? Look at this one. Again, the laser could be failing on this too. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't come across more of them failing. We don't need this on anymore. I'm actually surprised more of them haven't failed. Boy, is that ribbon cable warm. But anyways, look at this one. And what do you think? Like, look how straight that is. Does that look the same to you? Or does that look crooked? It kind of does look off, doesn't it? I mean, compared to that, I'm going to call that off. Yeah, you see that too? Yeah, like it definitely looks like it's dipped downwards. So I guess tomorrow, that's where I'll start. Since I know I've got everything else up and running, tray opening, closing properly, playing all tracks and stuff like that. Tomorrow, when I start on this machine again, right, what I'll do is, it's simple from here. I mean, since this gear comes on and off easily, I can very easily remove this all in here without really having to take the whole drive apart. Because that, I mean, it does. Very slightly, it looks like it is tilted the wrong way. I don't know if this thing may have taken a hit, but when it's up against here, oops, wrong way, sorry. I mean, compared to it does look, it looks different, and that is exactly where it should be. That is up against that as well, and that is up against that, and that looks crooked. It really does. Which, I mean, in turn, if it's slightly crooked like that, that could be the issue why it's having trouble with some tracks and skipping. Not that it can't see it or anything, it's just having a hard time getting to the next track. See, and I really don't think there's any way. I don't know if this took a hit, maybe, and that's the issue, but that's fine. We're going to call it right there. You know, thanks for hanging out, guys, for 3 hours going through this machine. You know, we did a lot to get it to where it is now. And earlier, when we did the other two, I mean, that was awesome. Thanks for hanging out then, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it here, and I'll come back to it tomorrow. Maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow with this machine, the same one. I'm going to leave it just as it is, just like this, right? So we know there's no crap going on. We'll leave it just like this. And yeah, maybe I'll do a live stream of tearing this down again, but only this section of it. I mean, for all I know, I mean, the rail could be bent somehow. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's pretty straight. But there is definitely an issue. Whoops. Ooh, we got real close there. There is definitely an issue between that and that. I mean, that is damn near spot on, whereas this one seems something just not right. That is so obviously crooked. So yeah, that's whoops. That's what we'll do. We'll come back to that. So again, guys, thanks for hanging out. To those who donated, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. And you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next one.